Hey yo, and my favorite is Detroit Tone. What up, though? Back again, man. I'm thinking about changing the channel name too to Roadrunner because that's what we are out here, Roadrunners. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna go and do that probably today. But anyway, here it is, another day, another dollar, and more thoughts, more things to talk about. I'm just riding. I'm thinking about the night I had, the night before last. I'm just thinking about that. Me and my lady, we went to a Baby King concert in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we had a heck of a time. Even though that the age demographic was different, I think we probably, no, we weren't, because I seen older people in there, but where we were sitting at, or not sitting, but standing, because we was at the Ritz and we was standing on the floor, and we were right by the stage, right in front of the stage and everything. So it was a lot of young people down there, and for that night, and it taught me a lesson too, because for that night, we were young again. And we're not old, 37 years old is not old, but, it posed the question to me, like, dang, were we too old to be here? But at the same time, like, no, like, we enjoyed ourselves. We had a great time together. It was a date night, concert night, had us a little drink, came home, we enjoyed ourselves. And it put this thought in my head about how drivers out here, people don't have fun, and all we do is we get up every day, we trip plan, we plan to pick up a load, we plan to drop a load, we plan to shut down, and after that, it's the same thing over and over again. We looking to start a new day, and never take the time out to have fun, to take care of yourself, go to a doctor, go to a concert, go to a comedy show. We get so bogged down in trucking that it takes away anything outside of it. And you talk to anybody, you talk to any trucker, and everybody will tell you the same thing. Trucking is a lifestyle. And I get it. I've been doing it long enough to understand, trucking is a lifestyle. It's something that you have to adapt to. But at the same time, it's more so the people that you have in your life, the people, your loved ones, they have to adapt to it. As long as you can step up or set up something to where you can spend that quality time with family. Because one thing about family, especially when you got people that love you, and as you a truck driver, when you on the road and it's time to go home, that rejuvenates you. You were able to go home, spend time with your family, have some type of fun or something like that, and it sends you back out on the road with something to look forward to for your next home time. So we have to, because I see a lot of people. I'm not going to just say I see a lot of people, but you hear and you see videos of them finding people in their trucks, or drivers committing suicide for them. You don't take time for yourself, and you have to take time for yourself, or you'll end up in that situation, dying in the truck. Truckers really don't have time to take care of their health. So what happens is, you get with these companies and you get this insurance, and you're paying all this money for this insurance, but you're never allotted the time to go actually use the insurance you're paying for, so that you can find problems or whatever the case may be, any health issues. You don't have the time to do that. You have to make time for that. See, we get so confused about trucking, and we be so scared to do certain things as truck drivers. Like, okay, I have to go get this load, or I'm gonna hear crap about this, that, and the third. Hey, these are your license. And to protect your license, first thing you have to do is to protect you. So if you're not feeling if you're feeling a certain kind of way that day, and you don't feel like driving mentally, you're not in the right place to get on the road, if you're ill, if you don't feel good, you don't have to get on the road. It's in the FMCSA handbook. All you have to do is speak that up. And nobody can tell you, oh, well, you'll lose your job if you don't do this. If I tell you that I'm not feeling up to driving today, and I give you a valid reason as to why I'm not up to driving today, then that should be allotted. And it's also in the FMCSA handbook that nobody could tell you that you can't, or you'll lose your job, or you have to get rolled up. It's in the handbook that is considered coercion, and it's a violation of the FMCSA. So if you're not feeling up to driving, if you're not feeling up to the job for the day, you can clearly voice that. You could just simply voice that and say, hey, I'm not up to it today. Get somebody else to take this load. And yeah, it's easier said than done, but it is the truth. It's in the FMCSA handbook. So I'm saying all that because it's very important to spend that time with family, go have fun. Me and my lady had the time of our lives at this Baby Keem concert. And I'm a fan of Baby Keem. I like his music. He's different, and he's young, and it's not all this shoot 'em up, bang bang bull crap that's on the radio that I don't get with, but for the most part, I enjoy myself. And that's why I'm making this video, because I think that as truck drivers, we need to find the time to go and enjoy ourselves, so that we can have the energy to get up and go out and run another load. Because when you don't have the time to take care of you don't have time to spend time with family, those are the things that's on your mind. Those are the things that bring on the depression. Those are the things that make you just want to check out. And we don't want to check out. We want to get money. We want to run the road. We road runners. You know what I'm saying? So in order to not check out, you have to find the things that make you happy, and you have to go into those things, and you have to utilize those things on the road. There are things on the road for us to do, like it's casinos. I talked about the story about stopping at casinos. It's bars. You can stop by and have you a little drink. But honestly, who really wants to? Like me personally, I don't really want to go to no bar while I'm on the road. I can't enjoy having a drink, and then on top of that, I'm not an outside drinker like that anyway. I'd rather drink at home, and then it's cheaper. I can go the same thing. I go spend freaking $7 a shot for. I can spend $7 more and get a pint of it. So and that's Jack Daniels. I like Jack Daniels. So I don't have to spend all that money to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things that I don't really have to do. Now, I like the casino. I go to the casino. If I'm feeling lucky, I go play. If they tear me up, I ain't putting no more money in the machine. But for the most part, we don't enjoy the time that we have. We don't enjoy ourselves. We don't enjoy our family. And then that brings on depression. And then you see truckers passing away in their trucks or committing suicide because, it is a stressful job. So you have to have people in your corner as well that's going to sit by you and, make sure to comfort you and make sure that you're okay and check on you when you're on the road. See, me, I have my lady. We on the phone all day. And anybody that knows me, yes, I still have the same woman. And yes, she still checks on me all day. Yes, we still converse all day. And that's her way of showing that she cares about me and that she loves me. And we need that. Those are the things that truck drivers need, because it keeps us going. We're road runners. We go after the paper. We go after the bag. We're out here every day. 70-hour weeks, 14-hour days. Today I'm rolling. I'm praying the load that I'm going to go pick up, I can run it back down the road and still have like an hour and a half on my clock, because I'm only 40 minutes from the house from there. But if not, these are one of those days where you're not far from the house, but you have to shut down and take a 10-hour break. These are one of those days. And it's like, oh, hell. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, this is some BS. But those are just some things. So I expressed that to my lady just a while ago on the phone. I was just telling her on the phone, like, hey, I might be able to make it back home tonight, but if not, I'll be home in the wee hours of the morning or whatever. And, we set that up. You have to have a plan. You have to have something to look forward to. Because as long as you got something to look forward to, you don't have to worry about the road. Won't stress you as much. Now, I'm not saying you won't be stressed at all, because we have to deal with the facts of life. We have to deal with the BS on the job. Every job has its BS. But overall, you have something to look forward to after the BS is all over and done. You know what I'm saying? So I advocate for us to start as truck drivers, to start finding things that make us happy, things that we would like to do, try to have fun out here on the road, because it'll lower the stress levels. You know, I advise drivers to go to your local Walgreens or any Walgreens. I got one. It's at home right now, but I got one, a blood pressure cup. Get you a blood pressure cup. Check your blood pressure every day. This job is a stressful job. I went to get a physical one time, and this is when I learned from the physician that was there. He was like, well, okay, you know, because my blood pressure was kind of elevated. And he told me why, because it wasn't high. It wasn't high, but it was kind of elevated. And he was like, well, you know, if you drove here, driving increases stress. So if driving increases stress, I'll stop it right there. But I mean, well, driving increases stress. So if you go somewhere to get your blood pressure checked, if you drove there, then you want to wait a good 10, 15 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes, kind of calm yourself down, relax, and then you can get an accurate blood pressure read. But just from that conversation, it just let me know, like, okay, how stressful it is to be on the road all day and driving. You're looking out for the motor in public. Yeah, you're making sure people ain't acting stupid. And there's a lot of things going through your mind. There's a million things going through your mind at one time when you're on the road. So we have to, you know, kind of find a way, find a comfort, find a stress reliever, relax, that where we can continue to focus every day. And I just think that, you know, we need to take our health more serious. You could say eat better and this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. Yes, I agree with eating better and so on and so forth. But, oh, the light messing up my video. But with that being said, get out your truck, go walk, go exercise. They said 150 minutes. And you can look this up, Google it. 150 minutes of exercise a week will reduce heart disease, heart attack, stroke, the chances of it by 35%. That's a lot. That is a lot to decrease. That's just getting out of your truck, going for a walk, taking care of yourself, getting the, you know, sweat, get the heart rate going, you know, take care of yourself. And we can continue to roll on this road, continue to take care of our family, continue to be road runners. I just want us to be healthy out here. I want us to, it's sad seeing people pass away in their trucks. The only thing you could do when that happen is pray that that's not your fate as a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you have to have something that's gonna make you happy, something that's gonna make fun out of life, make fun out of trucking. So I advise all truckers, and I'm gonna end with this. I advise truckers, anybody watching, anybody hip to it, hey, make plans for something to look forward to. Every time you take home time, you should have a plan. This is what I'm doing. Not just I'm gonna go home and lay down and this, that, and the third. I've been that person too. But actually make a plan of something. Hey, we're gonna go here, or I'm gonna go do this. If you have a wife, hey, me and the wife are gonna go do this. If you have kids, me and the kids are gonna go do this. Now, every time you take that home time, you set those plans. You set some kind of plan. And then to the point where it's like every time you go home, you don't have to make a plan. This time I'm going home, I'm gonna chill out. You know, because you have fun. You're not missing out on anything. So, and what I mean by missing out on anything, I'm talking about life, aging, growing. Like I said, that concert showed me that, you know, we're only as old as we call ourselves. Yes, age is a real thing. Yes, you age. Yes, the number is real, but age is a number, and you can combat that by continuing to live a certain way. We're not gonna let age bring us down. We're not gonna let the stress of being on the road bring us down to the point where we're depressed, or where people want to take their own lives, or you know, you're just a lump on the road type of person. Because every time you go home, all you want to do is sit around and sleep and eat, and that's why we're gaining so much weight. You know what I'm saying? So, man, y'all take better care of yourselves, man. And I'm gonna end with that. You know, y'all have a good day. The sun is kind of messing up my view for y'all and everything. But that's pretty much all I got to say, man. Y'all live life, have fun, take care of yourself. Try to eat better. You know, food is a drug. Try to eat better. But in order to combat that, man, get out your truck, walk a little bit, sweat that stuff off, man. That's it, you know. And that's all I got to say for today, or at least for right now. How about, you know, y'all do me a solace and like, share, subscribe, you know, build up the community of road runners, man. And that's it. I'm out.